Today's Tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against MechGeostater. And we are running a 15mm Lance here. We have ourselves a Vindicator, a Centurion A for the lovely AC work, a Panther, and a Commando. So we've got ourselves an Arclight here. So Arclight, you just want to scoot yourself down. We'll get our Centurion off this hill as well. In fact, we will get everybody off this hill. In fact, how far can you jump? Yeah, we'll take to there. It's an okay jump. And we'll probably get you to... Whoa, I've got 14 seconds here. We need to sprint off this hill, I feel. Just to get a little bit of distance. At least this jump here kind of saves us a little bit of pathing around onto this hill. Probably send the Vindy this way. The Commando this way. And we'll see what we hammer up into. I was actually playing MechGeostater here in a game before this. But it desynced, so I didn't bother recording. We basically spent the entire game just looking for each other and didn't see each other, and it desynced. So thanks for that recording. Hopefully I do a little bit better this time. The idea is a bit of tank on Sumo here in the A. Everyone else can kind of move around and do some stuff, I hope. But it's definitely going to be interesting. It sounds like he's coming straight down the middle here. Some buildings collapsed back there, so that's always a good sign. I would really, really like to have the Vindy towards the front here. And the reason I'd really like to have the Vindy towards the front is, what do we got here? We got a sprint versus a jump. Is so that if we get a sensor lock, at least the Vindy is doing the work here. The Vindy is Apex, so... I don't know, I just kind of picked some slightly random pilots today. Hopefully they work out for us. We'll probably send the Centurion around this side. Panther, I kind of would like you to maybe have a Geese on this side. And Arclight, I don't want you too far forward just yet. So we'll put you in here. I tend not to like my lights too far forward. Because they, if you get locked, you've got a choice of either staring at your opponent or running them back. And staring at your opponent with a light is generally a quick way to get it dead. Is a rather quick way to get it dead. I'm hoping he isn't too brawly. My mechs, they can kind of brawl. I mean, the Centurion, we've seen it brawl plenty of times, but it won't stand up to, say, you know, a Kintaro and maybe a bunch of Commandos. So we're hoping that we are up against maybe some long range stuff here. We're going to jump right forward this time with Apex here. Slam ourselves down and see if we get a contact. Looks like no contact. So we'll bring the Panther around the side. I don't like this rubble, but for a starter move it's not too bad. I'd probably rather the hill though, so that we don't get any weird direct fire. And we got ourselves a target. Alright, a Locust, 1v. So he has downscaled on something here, which probably says he's got something a little bit more tankier in the middle. We'll definitely get our Centurion up. Take this chance to get him all the way forward. We shouldn't be... The only thing that should probably be in sensor lock range is probably Showboat here. So he's going to have to think about this one. And luckily for us, we are running Arclight, so we get to go with him going second. He can't move this out. If he moves this out, we'll get another move turn. If we get another move turn, we'll probably slam the Vindy over here. A V shouldn't be too bad. Looks like he's going for a move. That is a move. And a sensor lock. Okay. Let's think. I would like to maintain my vision on this guy, but I have a feeling we should be okay. So his turn, my turn. I don't think whatever he has here will do too much damage. So I'm pretty happy to no, I need to move forward. Possibly with Arclight. If he's got a bunch of LRMs, then I'm a little scared that we're going to take a bunch of damage here. I could trade in here. He might counterlock Arclight here though, which is even scarier. Especially with no sort of cover. I think we might reserve. Let's reserve. We'll see what happens here. It'll be my start. The only problem is if this is some sort of LRM medium. Actually, it could be a medium with Arclight. It's probably a little too expensive though. Jenna. Alright. Probably Showboat. You probably need to jump and brace here, my friend. Just because you're going to weather a bit of a storm for us. Up here, you're probably not going to be so well off. Over here, we managed to keep this guy in range. I'm pretty happy for that. So we'll go for a full jump and a brace. Hopefully it's not Apex. If it is, I guess we can eat a bit of that. What do we got in terms of long range fire? We've got a bit from here. We might be able to score. I don't think we can quite jump the Vindy far enough to get a direct fire on this. We'll move Arclight around here, lock this guy. I think we just... I don't know what else is here. A Jenna. Could be interesting. Alright, so he's moved to something. Alright, so we're going to go in with Arclight here. Arclight, you just want to get a lock for me, buddy. Make sure we've got some room to wiggle. Room to wiggle indeed. Wriggle, wriggle, little fishy. Alright, so that should be kind of okay. So we'll slam in with Apex first. If I can get some direct fire, that'll be fine. If not, I guess we're sending an LRM 5. Sending the message, right? You know. Probably hit with once with the LRM 5. 4 damage. Might be okay. I'm maybe not guessing. Alright, here we go. A Centurion A. Alright. So luckily we jumped here. We only took minimalish sort of damage. Apex, I would love it if you could... Whoa, not a sprint, a jump. Yeah, okay, so you can't do that. So we'll probably just move... please don't. Towards these trees. Fire, 40%. Go for it. I think we'll swing back around this way. And do what we can from here. Luckily, our... 12 damage. That's a bit better than him. Bit better. Luckily, we should be able to weather this a bit easier than he can. Let's move in. We should hit with a fair few of these. I'm hoping for maybe another 12 damage. Should be pretty good. Pretty good indeed. What do we got? Bunch of 3s. I saw about 9. So it's a start at least. Still don't know what his other medium is. If we can maybe get a hold of this, I'd be pretty happy. He might have dual locking. Dual locking will prove to be a bit of a problem because we have no trees. I don't really want to run this down. Because running down a locust is pretty difficult. At the best of times. Alright, he's continuing to go on poor old Showboat there. Would really... Maybe I should go around... maybe I've picked the wrong direction here. Maybe I should go this way, right? Take some trees here. How far has he moved that thing forward? Not far enough forward. We might just reserve. At this point in time. We'll see if he wants to move maybe his Jenna in. I guess, do we do more damage? He probably doesn't have trees there. There's probably no tree cover here. So depending on what he's got, we might do a bit more damage. He's in a bit of a rock and a hard place, though. I mean, do you push? What do you do? I possibly wouldn't push my Jenna forward. I suppose you can. Because everything else wants to kind of push forward too, right? Alright, so first of all, are you holding a lock? You are. Okay, so we're fine to probably jump back over this way and jam ourselves in here. Hopefully there's no PPC shenanigans back here. If there are, this might hurt a little, so kind of weirdness have we got? We've got a hill here, I guess. 3 evasions, not quite as good as what I would like, but it'll probably do us. I would still like to go this way, but I don't know what he has up on this hill. It could suddenly turn into a something weird. So we'll probably jump and brace just happily while we do a bit of damage here. We really want to lock this, maybe this locust again. So we'll bring the commando around. We've got to be careful of the Jenna. It can get some fair distance on itself. And we don't want the commando taking, what is it? It's 120 damage. I'd say that's the AL again. So we took another 6 damage. We probably need to... What arm are we shooting into? Okay, it's the fine arm. 'Tis fine. What do we got? 2 A's. Alright, so he's going to out-rocket missile us in a bit. We might have to push for this little section here then. We'll take arc light forward. Get ourselves a lock. And then we'll probably maybe move for this mineral field with everybody else. So we'll sensor lock up. He's probably got 6 evasion. What are we talking about? 4? 2? Alright, not bad. He's struggling a little to move well with this then. And at some point we will probably wear through that quicker than he will wear through us. Unless he's got Apex. If he's got Apex, it's going to hurt a lot on probably Showboat here. It's another 6. Okay. It's not too bad. Commander. So you, buddy, you just want to move towards these trees. Get into a decent little move here. We could move here. What does he get? Does he get his turn first? I think he does, right?
Order confirmed.
Our chances to hit are pretty garbage. But it's not too shady. 40. We'll bring him down to 1 evasion. Ugh, can't believe we missed with all of that. So we need to do what? About
What's up, Commander?
can we move to trees? Man, this is embarrassing here. 40% to hit with you two. I've taken really bad pilots here for this. But I think we'll just move slowly but surely towards this mineral field. And we can jump out at some point. Alright. It's not humongous, is it? Not humongous. We might have to flick this guy into cover here so that we don't get just hammered down by LRMs. He might change targets. If he goes for Showboat, Arclight, I'm probably not too concerned. Is he coming back around this way? He is. So he's just keeping up full movement here. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. He's going to go on this again. We are actually going to jump out of his range here, if we can. Just to make life a little shitty here. So he'll have to move this forward if he wants to do any work against us. Plus it gives us full evasion. We just want to stop taking damage on the Panther. So we're fine with that. It'll be his turn. To pull that one up on the sensors here, he has to move forward with the Jenna. To probably over here somewhere. We can maybe lock that and start getting some direct fire. There's always the possibility that the Jenner can sensor lock. Alright, so he is pushing it forward. Alright, so he managed to keep this in range. We've got a fair bit of evasion built up though. So I'm fairly okay with that.
Yep.
We might just reserve down here. We'll probably lock this. He's gonna maybe want to move these forward. Hopefully he doesn't. Maybe he just fires from there. 6 evasion. Hopefully that keeps us in a little bit better health here. I would love maybe some direct fire on the... Alright, so we took 2 there. I'd love maybe some direct fire on one of these guys.
What do you need?
Gotta be super careful. He will... See, because I'm reserving down, he'll get a first go on this. So we probably want to just be aware of that.
Yes, Commander.
I still can't get any direct fire on this. We might be able to score a hit on this guy here. So I think we're going to go for that.
Yep.
Arclight buddy, you just want to move a bit for me. What do we got here? We got to about... Nope. Alright. I guess we take... Probably go for a bit of a full move here. He could swing that corner and blast us a bit though. So we'll probably move like this. Sense lock this guy. And try our best here. Sense lock you. Running out of time. 2 evasion. Ooh, no cover. Hopefully we can spring this guy with the PPC here. I would love for that to happen. I would love for a PPC hit on this guy. At least we're maybe doing more damage than he's doing at the moment. Still a bit of damage here. Alright, Apex, what do you got? You do not have anything that I really want. I would love some... Oh, you got direct fire from here? It's a little bit scary though. Alright, you got direct fire from here. What about... Sumo would be a lovely choice as well. So you can take there, and you can take... Okay, I'm down for this. It's a lot of direct fire on something that has no tank. So we will rotate like so, I guess. Just in case he comes on down.
Moving to position.
We will put the welly in now. Put the welly in, sir.
Engaging target.
Hopefully we hit with this. Nope, it's a miss. But we did a fair chunk of damage there. Hopefully I haven't screwed over Sumo from moving enough. I have not. Excellent, Sumo. You want to come 55. It's not great. He will be able to lock us back and fire directly from here, which is a tad scary, but at least we get to do this first, I guess. Ooh, that is to the AC arm too. So that AC is on sketchy business here. Sketchy business indeed. We'll probably reserve here. He might swing the Jenner around for vision. At which point we might be able to swing back with Arclight here, sensor lock this. I'd put probably the Jenner. You're risking a lot by putting it here, because I could double lock it and then fire in with everything from these guys. So you may lose the Jenner. He's bringing this Locust in though. Is he going to go for a lock on this baby? He is. Well, unfortunately for you, I will not be taking any damage here. So we'll just swing this, brace up, and be fairly okay here. I could have maybe have gone a little bit further and had more evasion, but here will do. I'd maybe consider pushing my Jenny here. I don't know. He's got to move this so that it doesn't get shot again, because he really doesn't want that. We could maybe sense lock the Locust and have a go at that with our stuff. Hopefully we're doing a lot more damage than he's doing. Alright, the Jenna is coming in for vision, I think. What's this? This is 3 evasion. Ooh, he's going for the shots. Whoop. Whoop. Alright. We might have to move these guys out of here. But, Showboat, you just want to come around. I could fire with you. What do you got to hit here? 30. Yeah, that's, it's fairly embarrassing. We'll definitely put you forward, though. And we'll sensor lock back on this guy, and we'll fire in. Unfortunately, he's going to get to fire at these guys. But if we can do some major damage to this, I'll be fairly happy. He's probably going to multi-shot into Arclight here, if he can. I maybe would have liked this, but I'll take a Jenna. Jenna is pretty much unarmored. He's not going to have direct fire. Surely he doesn't have direct fire from... maybe. He does not. This is a little crazy. I suppose he's doing a fair chunk of damage. What's in this arm? Some ammo. Okay, so we might lose a bit of ammo out of you, sir. What do we got here? Direct fire from here. I'd probably rather Sumo had that spot, though. Alright, apparently Sumo is garbage and cannot get that. So we can put Sumo here. I could actually... No. We'll direct fire on this guy. We'll take the chances here. I'd rather... I would have rather if Sumo could do this, but apparently he is not built to fit around this shape, which cracks me up a little. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. I don't know, this compared to what he's done to a commando, it's probably not working out here at all. We'll get the Centurion. The Centurion's going to have a hard time firing on this. If we can get a bit of damage into this guy, I'll be real happy. We should weather this maybe. No evasion, at least the brace is kicking in. Sumo, you want to put yourself here, buddy, and you can fire in with a whole bunch of weaponry. He could maybe flick around the back and shoot us in the side here if he wanted to, but I think we should be okay. These hit chances, though, are in the dumpster. And that is why you never trust your evasion. Woo! Although, I have to say, I trust my evasion a fair chunk here, so... it's hard sometimes, right? It is hard. Do you take the Jenna out of there? I think you do, right? I would love to move and fire on this guy, but I have taken all the spots I can fire from. So I think we'll reserve here. We'll see if he wants to throw this in towards us. He could shoot us in the back here. He did lose 50 damage, so at least we're kind of going to weather that okay. Maybe. I would probably get this out. I would love to fire on it if I could, but I don't think any of my lights are in a position to do this so well. He's going to move this not so far forward. Alright. It's a little dangerous there. Okay, he really, really wants that poor lad.
Good to go.
Showboat could absolutely give this guy some welly here. PPC into the side. A whole lot of evasion. Do I trust it? Do I trust it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all 5s, right? Go here for 6, apparently. I don't really want to fire him from the front. I could go here, maybe. And I think we might be okay from the direct fire. He might be able to swing around and shoot on us. 4 evasion's a little bit worse, though. I think we swing like so. We're going to do this, I think. We're going to go pretty much deep with Showboat. And try our best to maybe chunk off a side of this guy. There we go. So now he's just down to an SRM4 and a hard life, right? Hard knock life. If we can finish this guy, fairly happy. This is his vision here. So if he moves this funny, he won't have any vision for these guys. And those buildings are apparently just falling apart in the background. Look at this. This is a flaming pile of garbage here. I would maybe consider pushing this. No. SRM4. I would probably push here and fire. And hope that the mineral field saved me, but... This is really awkward for him here. Is he going for a kick? He's going for a punch. Alright, at least it's still into the side that doesn't really require any health. Arclight. We're going to reserve here. Arclight's probably going to be the primary target. I don't want to move her just yet so that she is at least braced. He might move some of these so that he can multi-shot onto this. Since ACs from this will just rip chunks out of this guy. But I think we're better off punching this guy down really quick with everybody. We might even... Ooh. Alright, surprise. Surprise. Alright, so we'll probably punch this guy. We'll leave... Commander? We'll leave ourselves wedged in here. We're going to punch from... I would maybe prefer the other side, but I don't want back shots. What have you got? You got 55. I could go with Sumo, actually. No, we'll go with Apex first here. Sumo can go next. Since we've got a lot of evasion to sort of punch through here. We'll just keep punching this guy. Couple of misses, not so great for us. Hopefully we at least hit with the laser. We did. This thing is pretty much boned here though. We'll turn and punch with you, and then we'll swing in with Arclight and fire whatever we've got left with Arclight, I guess. We could even rotate Arclight. I'd rather go last with Arclight though, so that that brace does maximum work here. He may get some shots soon on this. Ooh, there's the multi-shot. At least we've got trees, I guess. Does save Arclight from getting abused.
Barely hit, Commander.
So you're up next. You just want to throw in a melee punch. Come on, buddy. Hit him. I need a hit. There we go. That's what we need. No vision now. So things are a little easier for us. Do I swing you this way? I think what we do is we put you over here and we look to maybe have a go at this thing. It is the last of his vision. Arclight, I could swing you here, but we'll probably reserve up. See where he goes with this. We might be able to get some decent locks on this and take it out. Sitting back with these Centurions, I don't know if that's doing you any favors really at all. Okay, so he's going for the shots on that. We'll reserve down. We'll eat the rounds to the poor Vindy, and we'll probably swing. Man, there's a lot of police today. We'll probably swing everything around this side to group up on the poor Locust here. Although, to evasion in the middle of the ground, we'll see what. At least most of that's hitting some parts, so yes. Let's have a look at what that is. Is that the damaged one? It is not. Arclight. I could sprint you around here. What we might do is we might...
What can I do for you?
How far can we move with Arclight here? We can get to this corner. I don't think the corner... it might give us... No, if we had vision, we would be able to shoot around here, right?
Waiting on you, Commander.
Showboat could probably jump here, and we could rely on some of the evasion. Let's go with Arclight first. We'll lock this guy, and then we'll jump her over the hill. See if Showboat can't just absolutely hammer this thing. So we'll lock you. Alright, so we should be able to jump here, fire into the back of this, maybe end it. Fire in some rockets, missiles, multi-shot. Should be okay here. Maybe we could have gone with the Vindy to brace. But I think I'm fairly happy with this move. Alright, now he's bringing in the Centurions. The Centurions can do a lot of damage. Not so much if they miss. But those ACs are a little scary.
Holding firm.
Poor old Apex is like, yo, I am
I hear ya.
not liking it at all. SRM to the back. It's not the greatest, but I think this will have to do here. We are a little hot. We might just turn off the PPC, or I'm tempted. 40% to hit. I'm real tempted though, because that will just blow things up. Let's go. Let's roll the dice. Alright, those are not the dice we want, but we will probably get in with Apex and kill this off anyway. So I think we'll leave this for Arclight here, and we'll probably go with you. What have you got? You do not have anything, so we need Sumo to probably hop on the front here and start doing some work for us. I don't really want to tank around this corner. I'd be kind of happy to just rotate here and fire on probably this guy here. Actually, we won't multi-shot. We'll just fire in. Not on you, because you are pretty much dead. Probably fire on this guy here. We might ease up with the AC, I guess. What do we got to hit you? 35. You know what? I think we'll just fire into here. And we'll probably just move Apex back a little here. Because I'm not enjoying all this attention here. Apex, you can move back and fire pretty happily over here with your PPC. We'll just rotate you a lot.
On my way.
Unfortunately, you're not so happy about it, but it'll have to do.
Roger that.
I'd rather have fired on this guy, but that mineral field's probably going to give us some issues that I'm not too keen about. Arclight is just going to turn this corner and blast a full, hopefully.
Aye, aye.
We don't want to get too close. I suspect these guys have some decent go at us. 2 evasion, plus we might be fairly well off against these two. All into the back here. This poor Locust is going to have a bad old time.
Engaging.
Hopefully, come on, do him in. I need him to die here. Thank you.
Tango down.
Thank you indeed. So now he's got no vision with that. He has to make his choices with the 2 guys here. I'll leave poor old Showboat here. Fairly okay with that. We'll probably just start working on one of these Centurions if they're both not in the mineral field. He is going to go for Showboat here. No, he's going for the trees. Nope. He did make the trees. Damn. I'd say this has got... depending on what pilot's in here. Yeah, he's got vision. Alright. At least that fired into the arm that we don't need. So there is that going for us. I kind of want to swing this corner.
Waiting for orders.
But we might just jump you. Really? I'd really like a jump here. And a brace, I think. You know what? We can jump into these. Probably rotate a little and just brace up. The overheat kind of sucks, but we have to eat it. We have to eat it indeed. Yep.
You can fry an egg in here.
You sure can. He'll probably run forward and punch with this one. That would be... Oh, it had to be a focus, didn't it? At least we've presented the dodgy arm. Hopefully this guy doesn't brace up. If he bulwarks here, it's kind of annoying. Is he going for a punch? Ooh, he is. Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, to the other arm. Alright, you kind of want your PPC here.
Reporting.
Whereas, that's not so good, but that's alright.
Commander.
The rest of these lads can now kind of pile on around. Apex, I think we just go for... What do we got here? I'd kind of like to shoot this guy more than anything. Since he is pretty much in the middle here. The mineral field will do a little bit of work for him. Everything's okay-ish though. I'd love to pop that arm. I doubt we will, but give him the solid. Oh my gosh. RNG's like, hey, I hear you don't like ACs. I hear you don't like them at all. Well, apparently we do not. So Sumo, I think we're going to come around the corner as well with you, buddy. We just want to start working as best we can on this. I maybe should have gone here, since we have some issues firing around this hill. I think we'll turn off the LRMs here. I could fire them maybe over here, but we'll just go straight in on this guy. AC into nothing. But we are starting to shred that center torso there. It's not going to be good days for him at all. Arclight. Probably won't give him shots to the back. I don't really want to shoot him in the back. 3 evasion. I'm maybe okay for that. I maybe should reserve here, but I think we'll just go all in on this guy as quick as we can. And try and get him out of the way. He's probably going to brace here. Let's see, what can we do next? I guess we can get him with a PPC shot to the side. Showboat, you're going to have to quite possibly die here. 2 evasion, but you can't turn enough. Well, well, well. If this isn't awkward, I don't know what is. That is super awkward. We'll probably fire the... Oh, I guess we just... Ugh, he's going to get us in the back. This is real unfortunate. I suppose if he gets us in the back, at least he's presenting his own back, maybe. 2 evasion will do pretty much nothing.
Right, Commander.
I'm so sorry, Showboat. You're pretty much dead here, my friend. So... Yeah, you're going to probably lose your PPC as well if I fire it, so... Good luck, buddy.
Got it.
Say goodbye to that PPC. You didn't need it anyway.
My hit's getting pretty high.
Woo! Didn't want those PPCs anyway. At least this guy's going to have a hard time shooting us. I don't think it'll matter too much for Showboat. I would probably just run in, punch this. Mr. No AC here is going to have a hard time with anything else. You do more damage punching, so you might as well. It's going to be into a side with no arm if he punches here. Oh, he's gone on Arclight. Arclight. Already up, Arclight. Oh, look at him just swing into that hill. He's like, I'm hiding in this hill. Don't hurt me, buddy. Don't hurt me. Apex. We'll definitely fire on this guy. Since he is super exposed. I really want him down. Really, really want him down, but I don't think... Yeah, I think we'll fire on everything. Just slowly work our way through this armor. I hate those melee misses. On lights, like, you really desperately want it. And, because you know it'll crush, like, one of these lights if you get to it, right? And the miss just kicks your butt. He's going to probably have... I wonder if he's got another focus. Ooh, is that to the leg? Oh. Okay. That really, really boned him.
What's up, Commander?
I'd like to stay off this mineral field, but it doesn't look like... we can get to here. I'll be okay. I just don't want to have the hard hit chances here. And, I think we'll put in everything here. We've got plenty of heat. There we go. There we go. The poor guy, he's I don't know. He might, hopefully, MechGeo, please don't rage quit on me. Sir, I would love to, I'd love to finish this game. We'll run up here, get a bit of evasion. We'll just do what we can to the side of this guy who's already half mangled. We'll just take him apart. He might go for a punch here. Or he might quit on us. Please, sir. Please, sir, don't. Showboat. What have you got left, actually? You got the SRM left. Ooh, baby. You are not looking happy, are you? We might just brace her up here. She probably needs a bit of love here, just to not explode in a million bits of... Actually, this is bad. If he swings around this side, then we're going to have a hard time hitting this arm. We'll see how he does, though. He's probably going to go for a punch. He probably really wants to just destroy this... Ooh, to the torso. 4 on the torso. Alright. Not too shabby. I think we just roll in close to him, right? Although, Apex, you'd probably like to fire your PPC. I'd love to hit him in the front. I don't want to hit this arm, so I'm not going to swing this side. There's no point in firing into this arm. You'd rather have the hit chances to hit anything but that arm. And like that, that's how you rip off a AC from the other side. That is terrible for him. Really, I'd still like to stay out of that mineral field. We're just going to avoid it as much as we can, just so that we don't screw over our hit chances here. And we are going to apparently just torso him. Ooh.
Sorry, dummy.
That is hurting a lot. Hopefully, Arclight.
Standing by.
What have you got for me, buddy? You still got all of your weapons. We don't want to shoot him in the back, that's for sure. I could take these trees. These trees are probably a good option. It will limit our evasion here, but at least if we get knocked, we might survive. And, I mean, we've only got to hit him with 3 rockets here to kind of do him in. And there it is. There it is. Poor guy. How do I feel about his lineup? I do like the 2 Centurions. He probably needed maybe a little bit more sensor locking. Let's have a look at what he had here. He had Mockingbird and Blockade. Jenners, I don't know about the Jenners. I've tried the Jenners. Just the armor is a real drawback to them. They have so little armor. I mean, what do we got here? We've got, on the torso, we've got 40 and 40. What's that compared to a Commando? Commando's got 30 and 30, so it's about 10 up. But it's a lot more expensive. Otherwise, you could get something like a Panther, which I feel is a lot more... less damage, but it's a lot more versatile than the Jenner. The Jenners have real problems with jumping as well. Like, they're super hot. They're crazy hot. Kraken. Alright, so he had another sensor lock in one of his Centurions. But Kraken, I have issues with Kraken. He's got really good gunnery skills, but he has no bulwark. He's pretty slow on the piloting from what I remember. So I don't know how I feel. I don't know. I barely use Kraken. I don't like him all that much. Sumo, I do like. You can see I brought my own Sumo here. Apex didn't really do much. But different lineups, you know. Suddenly I could have been firing my PPC every turn. He got a little screwed on... Actually, man, we came out with all of our mechs intact. This is a good run. Good run indeed. He got a little screwed on probably his positioning at the back there. He came in a little too close with one of his Centurions, and it just got toasted, right? And the Jenner, by itself, is not a good idea either. I would have probably pushed the Centurions into that mineral field, and then had my Jenner come in a little bit later. If you've ever seen some of my other games, you'll know that I tend to bring in my Commandos and stuff a little bit later, once the brawl's started, so that you can maybe get a bit of damage going, but you've got... you know, they're not like a primary target. You've already shot a few rounds into something a little bit heavier. Whereas the Jenner by itself is just going to get obliterated, right? But overall, good game. And with that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.